This is
You're on.
okay. There we go.
Now we're live. Sorry, everybody. We had some technical difficulties. All right. So, let's welcome to social media webinar. And I hope you guys have pen and paper ready because we're going to go over a lot of important things about social media. But we'll start off tonight by, let me pull up my notes. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And who are you?
Oh yeah, I am Sandra, your diamond leader here with It Works Global. And all right, so a little bit of recap. Everybody, it was so cool because this past week we were able to see different things going on. Stephanie, don't mind Julian, I'm sorry, Dad just got home. Stephanie got together with her teammates and they were doing dream boards together, so that was really cool. We got together here at my house actually this week and we had a seal the deal meeting, and that was really neat to have everybody together in one room, just kind of feeding off each other's positivity and working and just helping each other. So it was a lot of OTOM going on this week, so that was awesome seeing it with our Peace Love team. And kind of wanted to go over, before we start the social media training, we wanted to let everybody know that the event that you guys clicked going to, the ones that you could hit going maybe or decline. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Okay, he didn't know I was live. Sorry, guys. So that event, when you guys see it, the one for the webinar Wednesdays, make sure you hit going. That way you don't miss anything. Even if you can't catch it live, like any of the Wednesdays, you can go back and find the link to replay it. So it's just going to be one event for every Wednesday. We won't have to keep clicking going, so it doesn't make it so crazy. So we wanted to kind of let you guys know about that. And then we'll start a little bit with now about social media. So I took some of the points and questions that you guys had asked, and I came up with several things based around what you guys were asking for. So hopefully this will come in handy. The first one I want to start with is the 5 F's. Monday when we had the Seal the Deal meeting here, I was talking to Crystal, and she brought this up. The 5 F's, this is pretty good. You want to make sure that you're posting funny, so funny posts that will kind of get people on your wall commenting or liking. You want to post about food. For some reason, people love seeing pictures of food. Fashion is another one, especially on Instagram. For some reason, you will have a lot of likes on fashion. There's also faces, so selfies. People love selfies. And then family. Every family post is also, family post is also another one that people love to see. So you can incorporate this through your Instagram, through your Facebook. That way people can see that you are a real person and not just a billboard. We don't want to be a billboard just kind of throwing ads all day. That's huge. So next thing we want to talk about, you've probably heard us say this a billion times, the 3-3 rule. So we want to be very consistent with the 3-3 rule. 3-3 rule is 3 life posts and 3 before and afters. So you want to not do them all at one shot. What I try to do, if you kind of look through my page, you'll see I try in the morning when I wake up is to do a life post. A life post can be something like drinking your greens and saying, you know, you're having your 38 superfoods and 8 servings of fruits and vegetables, or a picture with you with the energy drink. It's better if you're in the picture with that selfie instead of just a picture of like a Google image or just taking a picture of it. It's a little bit more effective because people will see that you're using it. Now, if you are new and you're still not using it, you could have there's lots of different, you can get creative with life posts. You can do a picture of yourself working from home, or another one that I like to recommend is, let's say you are not doing this full time, or you have another job still, that's okay. You can still post things like while you're in your lunch break or a 15-minute break, whatever your breaks are at work. Take a picture of you working and saying, oh, I'm so glad I don't have to take away extra time to go to another job. I can work my business during my lunch break from my phone. So that's a life post, and that catches people's attention. So those are your three rules. And then as far as your before and afters, always try to copy the right cat. You can always copy from my wall. Just copy and paste. Make sure to not share it though, because when you share, then it redirects them back to my page, and you want to avoid that. That would be silly. You want to keep them on your page. So make sure that you just copy and paste it. And you cannot do that from the app. So the best way to do that is, if you're using just your phone, not your computer, is to open an actual browser. So if it's iPhone, open the actual Safari browser. If it's Android, make sure to open the browser, type in Facebook like you're going on the website. Make sure to click desktop site. That way it doesn't show the mobile, like the same as the mobile app. And then from there you can actually copy and paste. So that's another good thing to keep in mind. So no sharing. And for those of you that are still working, there's apps. So I know that I have a couple of DTs that with their job they're strict and they cannot be on social media during work hours. So in those cases, so only if you cannot get for some reason and post, then we recommend using, there's several apps out there. Buffer is one of them. I used to use that all the time before. And basically you can schedule a post. So let's say that you are at work by 7:30 in the morning and you're not able to post, then you can schedule through Buffer. You actually pick what time you want to post it, what picture you're going to post, and then it will just post it for you. So that's good to use if you're working. I don't recommend using that all the time. Like, I don't use it all the time because if it what's the word? The algorithm with Facebook, not as many people will see it. But it's better to have something up there than nothing at all. So if you are working and you cannot get on social media, check out those apps. That way you can go ahead and schedule your post. Now another thing is consistency. I think this is the biggest thing, and it's hard. I'm not going to say it's easy because I am one that actually has alarms on my phone, and if you are ever with me for the day, you're going to actually hear my phone go off every hour, no matter where I'm at. I actually was at the movies earlier and my phone's going off and I'm posting on Instagram, because especially with Instagram, you want to be very consistent. If you are new to Instagram, it's a whole other world than Facebook. So you have to post every hour, because the number of people that are on Instagram and constantly posting, your post is going to get lost so quickly. So if you're posting every hour, not only are you catching new audience, you're showing up a lot more. So you definitely want to be very, very consistent. And then with Facebook, same thing. You want to make sure that you post in the morning, in the afternoon, like around lunchtime, and then during dinner, or evening time or nighttime, however you want to do that. But you're going to hit 3 different audience. People are going to know that basically your store is open. If we're not consistent, let's say I post today and then I take 2 days without posting, everyone who was watching me from today is probably going to think I stopped working or I'm really not serious. They're probably going to think that I'm dabbling in this business. And that's probably a mistake that I actually had in the beginning, and I did that for a while. So that's something you want to avoid, all the mistakes that anyone like if I am where you want to be, or if you see anybody, kind of you want to follow what they're doing. So being consistent and doing it every day, and if you have to set alarms, that way you don't forget, because it is so easy to forget. I know. I have 2 kids, and life happens, and you know, things just happen. You're running around all day, or if you have a job. So you want to make sure that you are very consistent with this. You don't ever want to lose somebody because they thought basically your doors were closed, that you were not serious with your business, because somebody wants to join or buy products from somebody that is constantly talking about it, and it's because they know that if they want to order next month, that person hasn't gone anywhere. Or if they want to join you, if you're being consistent, they want to make sure that you're not going to leave them and they're going to be lost when they start their business. So you definitely want to be very, very consistent. Another point with this is when you first start, and I know with me, and even now on my before and after posts, I won't get so many likes. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that people aren't watching. It doesn't mean that people aren't interested. So you want to, some people like to say that they're discouraged because not a lot of people are liking and commenting. Take that word out of your vocabulary, because if you're thinking that, that's kind of like the energy you're going to bring on yourself. You're just going to, oh, I'm so discouraged and nobody's liking, nobody's commenting, and you're just going to put that in your head, and you might stop being as consistent as you should be. So it's going to start affecting your business. Just think that that happens to everybody. I don't get so many likes and comments on my before and afters, but out of the blue, I will get a private message from somebody who has never liked anything with It Works. They've liked my family pictures, they've liked some of my selfies or some of my quotes, but they've never liked anything with It Works, and then all of a sudden they private message me that they're interested. I've had different people have wanted to join my business, and people have wanted to become customers. So you never know who's watching. I've had people from that, like in the past 2 years, I've sent them messages. I've invited them to virtual parties. I have, they've never liked anything, they've never commented on anything, and out of the blue, they message me that they're interested. So it's crazy, and I have so many of those that have happened. So that's huge. I actually heard Stephanie Dunn, who is actually our newest Black Diamond. She said it on a Periscope one time. She was having, I forgot what she was talking about, but she brought up that point. She said, yeah, don't let it bother you if people are not liking or commenting, because what she said, her words were, you can kind of hear, what was her phrase? She used such a funny phrase, but basically that it's like it's silent all of a sudden when you post something about It Works and nobody's liking or commenting. So that's normal. It happens to her, and she's the top money earner. So if it happens to her, it's going to happen to everybody else. Sorry about Jules. Another thing with social media is don't air dirty laundry. Basically, you want to be positive. When we're negative, it's not going to attract the right people to you, and it's going to make people that would probably be awesome on your team, it's kind of going to turn them away from you because they don't want to be with a negative Nancy. Nobody wants to work with somebody that's negative or a Debbie Downer. So we really want to try to be very positive, inspiring. If you look through my wall, you won't see anything negative on there. I don't post stuff that is going to kind of turn away from my business or make it seem like I'm a negative person, because I try to be as positive as I can in my everyday life. So if one little thing goes wrong, I'm not going to just post it on there for everybody to see. And then, people always feed off negativity very quickly as opposed to positivity. I feel like it takes them like 10 positive posts for them to realize you're a positive person, but one negative post and like everybody's feeding into it. So you want to really try to not post anything negative. If you have something like you've had a rough day and you're used to using social media kind of like as your way of venting, Maybe you'll want to put it as private so nobody could see it, just you. Maybe it makes you feel better. Or type it all up and just never hit enter, then delete it. But definitely, guys, try to be very positive. Do you want to add to that?
Yeah. Actually, I want to address. Oh, I hear. I'm gonna turn down my volume. I wanted to actually address that. I think a lot of people get nervous to post on their social media. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid that people are gonna block them. And you were talking about how just being consistent and that even though people aren't liking or commenting, that doesn't mean that they're not interested, and that doesn't mean that they want to block you. And the reason I say this is because I actually had a huge aha moment the other day when it was my birthday, and a lot of the people that I have messaged before never even got a chance, like they saw it and they never wrote back. Like I followed up with them multiple times, are still the people who like me as a friend, and they are still, you know, wishing me a happy birthday. And, you know, so don't ever feel like you're not, that you're losing friends, because it's rare to lose friends over it. They still care for me. It's nothing personal, but it's funny because I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been trying to reach this girl for months. And then she's saying, happy birthday on my wall. So I thought that was a big eye-opener. Never be afraid that you're going to be losing friends because of it either.
Yeah, that's a good point. You actually just made me remember something. And I'm going to put Iris, sorry, I'm putting you on blast right now, but she's one of my rock stars, and I love her, and I've known Iris for a long time. And when I look back at our messages, I had actually blitzed her on Facebook. She never answered. So it was one of those. She never liked anything. She never commented on anything. And then out of the blue, she messaged me back in, I think it was like the end of January. So that's another, and this was, I mean, almost 2 years after I was in the business. So that's a great example right there, because you guys, I'm sure you've seen her on the Peace Love page. She's very active. She's, like I said, one of my rock stars, but I would have never thought that. She totally ignored my message when I blitzed her. And she never liked anything, and she never commented on anything, but all of a sudden she wanted, it was the right time for her to join my team. So you just never know. Don't ever take, I wish I had a better word, but just don't ever get discouraged of people not liking or commenting. That's huge. I think that's a good thing.
And you said join my team, and which helped me remember not to be, when you are posting on social media, please do not use the word join my team.
Yeah.
Automatic red flag to people. They're like, womp, womp, womp. You know, when they see join my team, it does seem very spammy. It's better to really try to pull people in, and they're going to be attracted to you instead of you going and trying to, like, you know, grab them. You know, just be super open. I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for, where you just, it's from the heart, you know, and be very personal, you know, keep it really personal. If you want to join me on this adventure, it sounds way better than join my team.
Yeah, like John Eric always says, you want them to feel like they want to join your adventure, and that's what it should be. And some people say, oh, but I have a boring life, and you can't have a boring life. You can only have if you have a boring life, you're just boring. I mean, that's just not possible. Yeah, it's all about perspective. Like, you can make everything exciting, even if you're home all day. Like, there's just things that happen throughout the day. So you just want to, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, like invite them into your adventure, and people want to join when they can relate to you. So if you have kids, make posts that people can relate to, like, you know, you can, that even if you're, like I said before, if you're still working your job, that's okay. You can still make posts like a picture with your kids and saying, oh, I love these moments and I cannot wait until I am able to always have these moments, and I will thanks to it works. And I actually have seen one of my new DTs, Crystal Vasquez, I think she's caught this on really good, really quickly because she just started. But she makes posts like that. She works. She has a regular job, but when she's not working, she does those kind of posts, and that's what people want to see, because they're like, wait a minute, I have a job, but I wouldn't mind thinking that in the future I would be able to stay home with my kids as well. So I think that was a good point. Invite them into their adventure, into your adventure. Another note that I had is that we want to be really thoughtful. John Eric talks about high fives and hugs. So when you like people's pictures, that's like high-fiving them. And when you comment on them, it's kind of like giving them a hug. So you want to kind of go through and high-five and hug as many people on your friends list, whether you, like, I make it a point personally. I go on every week. I do a few a day, but I go into people that I haven't seen, like friends on my Facebook that I haven't seen them pop up on my wall. I'll just click friends and kind of say, oh, I haven't seen this person in a while. So I'll just go through their wall and I will like a few pictures that I like, make sure it's real, you're just not liking random stuff. And then I comment on things that catch my eye. And then we are all of a sudden having conversations, so like through their pictures or through their posts. So this causes interaction, and then that helps because then my actual feed is more likely to show up on their walls when they log in. So then they'll be able to kind of see a little bit more of my adventures. So being thoughtful, I have found, is very helpful. Even friends that they've told me, oh, I'm going to order on Friday, and then I've been following up with them for the past 6 months to a year, and they still haven't ordered anything. That's okay. I don't let that come between our friendship. I still show them, like today I had somebody, she posted such a cute picture of her daughter, so I just went on and I commented, and then she wrote back on it. So we want to be thoughtful. I am as thoughtful. I try to be as thoughtful as I can be, whether they have ordered from me or not, whether they have kept their word or not. That's okay. I understand that things come up. Sometimes people are actually embarrassed to just tell you that they don't have the funds at the moment. Maybe it's just, not their priority at the time, but if I continue to be thoughtful, I know that they will either come around or maybe they'll even join my team. I never know. So I try to be as thoughtful as possible. So I think that's a big one. After I started kind of rewiring my thinking to be super thoughtful in that aspect, it has really helped my business grow. So I think that was pretty huge for me. Did you have anything to add to that one? Oh, they're gone. All right. Let me make sure I have my notes here. All right. Jennifer and Stephanie, do you ladies have something that you want to add?
I'm here. Hi, guys. Corinne said for us to introduce ourselves. Can you guys see me? Yeah, I'm Jennifer Mendez, and I'm also a Diamond Leader with The Works Global. I think you pretty much narrowed it down to everything. Out of everything that you spoke about, to me, what's more important is being consistent, guys. So consistency is the key. Keep going. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep posting. And people you might not think are watching, but they're watching. So that's my point out of everything that Sandra mentioned. Everything is important, but to me, that's like the most important part. Stephanie.
Hi guys, I'm Stephanie, Double Diamond with It Works. I think Sandra did a great job, but I agree with what Jennifer just said too. Consistency. You cannot be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. If you're showing people that you're not serious about it, they're not going to take you serious. and they're going to find somebody who is serious. I've had many people come to me and say that they have a lot of people on their Facebooks that sell it or do it works, but they chose to come to me because they can see that I'm serious about it. Sorry, I can't get this right. There we go. That they can see that I'm serious about it and that I'm not going anywhere. Even if you're brand new, and people don't know if you are gonna, stick with it or not, you can show them that you are serious about it by doing what we tell you to do, following us, following our footsteps. I know this whole entire 2.5 years for me, I know what I do what I do because I copy the people who are successful because I know they got there by doing what they're doing, and that's where I want to be. So consistency, be confident. If people don't like your posts, who cares? Keep it there. Don't delete it. In the beginning, I was like, maybe I should delete that. Nobody liked it. That's embarrassing. Don't delete it. Keep it there. People will message you. It doesn't mean that people are not liking your stuff or that you're doing it wrong. Okay? And if you have questions, go to your upline. Ask us. We can help you. Even if you're not personally enrolled, find us, okay? Just ask us. That's pretty much it.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree. And everybody's here to help. I think we have a really strong, in peace, love, team. We have a very strong OTOM. So don't ever be afraid to ask or message anybody that you can relate to, and just ask us. And you can always feel free to copy and paste as well. Corinne, did you have anything you wanted to add to?
Sure. I was actually listening in on a Periscope the other day by Alex. I don't know her last name, but she's the founder of Boss Babe. And she was talking about how Periscope, for one, Twitter and Periscope are ones you really, really want to be on. Now, if you don't, though, at least try to involve yourself with 2 social media platforms. If it's overwhelming just to do that, do just one and stick to it. But if you use 2, or don't try to do more, you may overwhelm yourself. But just try to at least use them both consistently. And if not 2, just one is good. But it's really important to help grow your audience in 2 different places because you have different people in different places. So that was a good tip that she gave the other day. And I thought I had another one over here, but sorry. Social media is something that's actually helped me to, which was the main source of growing my business. You'll hear it a lot, and you'll hear it from a lot of different people that if you are plugging in on social media, you can grow your business rather quickly. In the beginning, it does take some time, though. You're investing in the beginning. You can start just messaging your friends, though. Don't be afraid to start messaging your friends, asking them, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? Have you, or use the scripts that we've added to the team page in the files. Use the scripts and let them know, message your people, say, hey, I've joined this really fun business. I really want you to be a part of this. The scripts are there for you. Use them. There's a reason why they are written down in a script. It's because they work. Another really good thing is I'm going to bring this up, but I don't remember them all. The 3 R's, I believe it is. Recognition. What's the rest? You guys have heard this before. If it's not creating revenue, recognition. There's another R. Don't post it, in other words. Not one of those 3 categories. I have to find out what that third one is, because that was a last-minute thought. Does anybody know what that third one was?
I'm not sure. I don't know if I've heard that.
Mike Patillo actually talks about it quite a bit. He used to teach it in the beginning when I was first starting in this, and if it doesn't create revenue, recognition, gosh, I wish I could remember the other one. There's probably somebody watching right now who's like, yes, it's this, but I can't tell you. So if anybody does know, message me, and I'll take note of that here in a little bit.
Man, maybe I have heard it, I just don't remember.
I'm going to look it up.
That's what I was doing. I was like, let me see if I could Google it. So it's revenue recognition.
Yeah, so another thing is definitely, recognizing your team. You don't have to just let it be about you and getting new people. Show them what you're doing. This is about painting your story. This is about really showing them your adventure. Don't be afraid to, shout out one of your teammates for getting their first 2 customers, or when they get their credit, their 120 in free product credit. Really shouting people out, and it really helps people to know, like, the culture of what we do here. That we are cheering people on, we're helping and supporting others, and that people are in this business and love this business. People have told me before that they honestly look at what people say on my page, or if people post on my page, over what I've said. So they like hearing the testimony, the third-party testimony, versus just what I say.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, definitely on social media. And if you don't have a team yet, and usually, what was I going at with this? Now I lost my train of thought. Of course I did. Get back to that one.
And you don't have to be perfect to do what we do.
No. Yep. I'm always, these are the bloopers.
For real on a live airing.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think that was all I had. I just have the next task for the newbie, or for the cruising to Ruby. I don't know if you want to announce that now, or...
Oh yeah, that'll be fine. If there's anything else you girls want to add, that's cool too. Okay, so the next task. Did you want me to say it, or you were saying it?
Oh, you could go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so our next task, you guys, this is going to be kind of cool. This is going to be easy peasy, okay, but it's going to challenge you to be consistent, and it's going to challenge you to maybe step outside of your comfort zone if you're one that gets nervous maybe about posting, or are afraid what other people think. Don't be afraid of what other people think. They don't pay your bills.
Yes.
Right? So don't be afraid of what other people think. You know what's kind of crazy, you guys? Like, I've stayed consistent with this. In the beginning, I had a meltdown because somebody challenged me and was like, you don't need to use that crap. You just need to do, exercise and diet and all this stuff. And it really bummed me out. Like, I got emotional, and I shed a few tears. But what I did was I reached out to somebody, and I let them know what happened, and then they really just took my hand and pulled me up, and they promised me that, first of all, don't be afraid, or don't be afraid what other people think. They don't pay your bills. Second of all, she gave me better perspective, and it helped me to understand how to even rebuttal or respond to people like that. So that's what we are here for. So reach out to your sponsor if you if you run into something maybe on social media or something, and you just need to talk to somebody. But the task. Okay, so what the task is going to be is you are going to post using the 3-3 rule this week. Okay, so we have 7 days of challenging yourself to do this, because if you want this to work for you, you need to work it. And that's really what the point of this whole thing is if you post once or twice on social media a week, or even a day, the probability of them on Facebook to see that, or to, because they don't get a lot of likes or comments, it doesn't bump up in Facebook's algorithm. You want to post in the morning, around noontime, lunchtime, and then at night after kids go to bed and mommies get their phones again, right? So first thing we do in the mornings, what do? We get on our phone. So that's the time that you want to be posting, the first time of the day. The second time is around lunchtime, when people are at their 9 to 5 hating their job. And then after bed. So post 3 times a day, lifestyle, and then 3 before and afters, okay? It's not like, here's a bottle of defining gel and this is the price. It's, here is what defining gel can do for you. So it's a before and after. What we're going to do is we're going to help by providing some posts of the day, but come up with some that are really personal to you. Talk about your why. Tell people why you're doing this. Talk about, that you just used the cleanser and how great it felt on your face, and that you used to break out all the time because you were using ones that were full of chemicals, but that we have this botanical blend now. Like, it's so cool that we're able to talk so great about our products because they are so amazing. It's not like we're trying to sell crap to people. This stuff is changing people's lives. So post at least 3 before and afters and 3 lifestyles. Okay, lifestyle posts. We're gonna post some examples so that you can use those as well.
And I just wanted to add, because we probably have some new people that haven't, some might have not even used the wraps yet. So kind of like use like our personal things where you can even like tag me, like, oh, my friend Sandra after her C-section, after her second C-section. That way they know it's real and I can vouch for it. I could go on and comment on it, and so if you don't have anything personal yet, you can use somebody else's and run off that excitement and off that. I mean, it works. Like Corinne said, our products are amazing. We wouldn't still be around in 2001 if this stuff didn't work. So
yeah, so that just adds great credibility, being able to vouch on one like that. It's adding that value of credibility. I had something else I was going to say. I forgot. Something in the air tonight.
I figured out that R thing. I Googled it. It's revenue, retention, and recognition. If your action,
there we go.
If your action is not promoting one or all of the 3 R's, you shouldn't be doing it. That's what he said.
There you go. Perfect. So, why don't we go ahead and we will share our own before and after pictures as well, so that you girls or guys can just grab what we've got and you can share those too. So consistency on social media this week is your task.
And then we will post those that you guys can copy and paste in the event page under that picture, the Cruising to Ruby picture, right, Corinne?
Right. I'm going to use one that's very, very obvious.
Okay. So on that picture, under that, we will post different things between all 4 of us, and you guys can go on and literally just copy and paste it.
Yep.
And I think Stephanie had something else to post. Stephanie, are you there?
No.
Oh.
Stephanie is really great on social media as well. She is very consistent. She has a big friend base. Her name is Stephanie Smith. So there she is, kind of. And you can watch and see how she posts too. Myself and Sandra and Yennefer and a lot of our top leaders, go look and see what they're posting, see what they're doing, because you want to copy the right cats. You want to see what they're doing that's creating this huge business for them as well.
Did you need me?
Now I can hear you.
Did you need me?
Oh, yeah, you had brought up something for the task for this week, this morning. Oh, was it about why? The why?
The why.
Oh, yes. I think the first post that we should all do tomorrow is publicly post your why, whether it is, I don't think it should just be words. I think that you should do just words. I think you should do words with a picture or do a video. I think that the video will make it that much more personal for people. And it really helps let people know exactly why you're doing this crazy rap business.
Yes, I love that idea.
Okay. So we'll do that one tomorrow morning, so everybody kind of, or I guess it's because some people are going to catch the replay of this. So anytime tomorrow, one of their 3 posts.
Yeah.
Live video.
I know I stole some verbiage from Brian's post that I saw him put up yesterday, I think. So I'm happy to put that up in wherever we're posting it on the event page or in Corinne's page, so that people can copy it and paste it and tweak it to fit what they're talking about, like I did for mine.
Okay, that's a good idea. So those that don't want to do a video, just copy paste that and tweak it. That's good.
Awesome. A couple things that came up during when I was listening was yes, Stephanie mentioned publicly, and you want to make sure your settings for your status updates are public, not just friends only, but do them publicly, because you're really going to help reach other people that way. Also, you're going to get people who like or comment, and they may be asking you questions. Now, the best thing, your object is to get them from either asking you a question or posting on your post, to get them in a private message. Don't answer them in the message. Just say, hey, I'm going to message you. Because if you answer their question and then somebody else comes along and they're like, they have a question, then they look in the comments and they see that you just answered their question, you're never going to know they were interested. So instead of that, it's going to prompt them to want to ask. So make sure that you're plugging into the piece page too. So if you have any questions, you can ask us. Don't be afraid to screenshot or to reach out to your sponsor or your next diamond upline and say, hey, I don't know what to do, like somebody is interested, oh my gosh, like what should I say? So, but like I said, try to get people into Messenger, and even try to use maybe even your voice. A lot of times you can use the Messenger voice recorder, or you can call people too, because it really, really helps people understand this is real, you're real, this is authentic. That is just such a great way to build a relationship with someone.
Yeah, I like that voice memo thing.
Yes. Okay, so I think that wraps that up for now. I'm going to go ahead and post on Peace Love the weekly task, and then we're going to also share some beginning posts for you guys to use. And what we'll do is we are going to just keep an eye. We're going to go and give you some love. We're just going to go to some random teammates pages and come give you some love on your posts. So I think that's it. Thanks so much, Sandra, for leading social media today. I know that it's not an easy task when there's so much to know about social media, but be aware, guys, you can learn so much from YouTube and people that post about how to do things. Go to Jade Hooper's channel. She's just amazing. She has a gift for teaching. She's just plain and simple a gift to this company. She just has a way of getting it out to you very bluntly, the information you need to be successful. So go look her up too, and have fun posting this week. Keep it fun, keep it light, draw people in, just give out that positive energy. People want and need that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, ladies.
All right.
We had another great webinar, even with our technical difficulties. So keep tuning in, guys. We're going to be streamlining, and we're really going to make these even better and better. And we're just so grateful that you are on right now, and that you are investing in yourself, in your business, in your future, in the legacy that you're building, and that you're not getting in the way of yourself, because you're on right now live watching with us. And if you're watching the replay, thanks for coming in too. So, all right, guys. See you later. Bye.